Hey friends, so I wanted to make a quick video to update you on what's happened in the last few days in regard to insurance and figuring out what's required and what was the other thing? Oh, my blood test results. So my EKG came back normal. I had that done almost, I guess 2 weeks ago now. Was it 2 weeks ago? Or was it a week ago? Anyway, I think I had that done about 2 weeks ago now. And then I did not hear back, did not hear back, did not hear back, did not hear back. I was really frustrated, to be perfectly honest. And then 2 days ago, I finally called and I just asked, I said, can I get my blood test results and can I get some information on what my insurance said about this procedure? Is it going to get covered? Do I have to go with a different procedure than VSG? What's the deal? So basically what happened is they told me, oh yeah, you're required to have 6 months of nutrition counseling, and also we need the last 3 years of your weights, and just so you know, the fact that you've been pregnant during that time period could affect your ability to get approved. And she was very kind of negative. She didn't sound very hopeful, and she wanted to talk about financing options. And I was just kind of like, really? Like that's it? Y'all aren't going to try to fight for me or help me figure out what to do with my insurance? So I was very discouraged, very discouraged. And as far as my blood tests go, she told me that everything came back normal, including my A1C, which honestly shocked me, but I was happy about that. But everything came back normal except my vitamin D, which was very low. I am always coated in sunscreen because my dad, grandpa, and several other family members have died of melanoma. So I probably don't get very much vitamin D, and they just wrote me a prescription for a prescription strength vitamin D supplement, so that's no big deal. But between what she told me about basically thinking that I wouldn't get approved for the surgery, and even if I could, it would have been 8 to 9 months after all was said and done before I could get it done, and all of that, I was feeling really discouraged. Really discouraged. I still felt like the surgery was the right way to go. I felt like even if I had to wait a year for it, that was still what I needed to do. But it was just very discouraging to hear, oh, like, it's going to be a really long road. Then, yesterday, I was hanging out with a YouTuber. And this YouTuber on YouTube, their name is Clusie, C-L-U-S-I-E, Clusie L, I think. She has been incredibly successful with her vertical sleeve gastrectomy. If you don't already follow her, you should. Even if you're not like a weight loss person or, you know, you're not interested in weight loss surgery, you should follow her because she posts vlogs and stuff, and she's super cool. And I kind of randomly got to meet her yesterday, and she was so nice, and we had such a good time. My child was horrible, like the worst she's ever been, and she was just like, whatever, that's fine. She didn't seem fazed by it, so I was like, we can hang. You're cool. But while I was hanging out with Clusie, I get a phone call. And I didn't notice it because my phone was being funky, so I noticed I had a voicemail, and it was from the doctor's office, the bariatric surgeon. And I thought, well, this is interesting. I'm going to have to call them back. And I was like, do you mind if I call back now? And she said, no, that's fine. So I called them back, and the woman said, hi, yes, I'm the insurance person, basically. She called herself something, but it was her job, basically, to talk to insurance companies. And she said, I wanted to let you know what the parameters are for you getting the surgery. And I was like, yeah, I talked to someone yesterday, and they told me about everything I have to do. She said, no, that was a mistake. And my heart, like, dropped to my butt. I was like, wait, what? And she said, no, that was a mistake. She said something to the effect of, all that's required is that you have a BMI over 40. And she said the person who told you the stuff yesterday looked at your insurance and just assumed Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alabama, when actually what I have is Blue Cross Blue Shield of Hawaii. And she said it's a totally different plan, it's a totally different type of coverage, and she said all that is required is that you have a BMI over 40. She said we will get all of this paperwork submitted to them, hopefully get our approval in the next couple of weeks, and then schedule your surgery for the next couple of weeks after that, hopefully. So I was just like, what? I was shocked. I was shocked and so thrilled and happy. And I didn't even have a dream that that might happen. I had been feeling so discouraged, and while I was hanging out with Clusie, I found that out, and she was awesome. She was like really excited for me. And I told her, I was like, this really feels meant to be. Like, I think that this is like my destiny. I think this is supposed to happen. And it was just so amazing and such a huge relief. And I don't know, I guess literally the very next step after I make this video will be letting y'all know like the scheduled date of my surgery. So, of course, I hope to make more videos between now and then, but I just can't believe it. I feel really, really blessed and fortunate, because I know a lot of people have to do like a year of this, a year of that, all these psychiatric evaluations and all this other stuff. And I totally understand why that's required by a lot of folks, but for financial reasons, I'm really glad it's not being required for me. And I can just funnel money I would have put in all of those tests into getting myself some counseling, because it's really important to me that I get counseling before and after my procedure to sort of address some of my food and non-food related issues. So anyway, I feel such peace about this decision, and I feel such hope. When I saw Clusie yesterday, she looked so healthy and fit, and you would never look at her and think she'd been overweight a day in her life. And she was so beautiful and so, there's a fly, so energetic, and it was so inspiring. And I couldn't help but feel a little sad, because I felt like if I don't get the surgery, like, will that ever happen for me? But I was still very happy for her. But then they told me that they were wrong, and it's just so amazing. So I am almost certainly getting the surgery before Christmas, and I might be getting it in the next month and a half or two. Just so you know, there's no special preoperative diet except to fast the day before. I don't know if that's my doctor's entire practice or just for me personally, but I'm not being required to do anything but fast the day before the operation. And I'll probably have some kind of pre-op appointment, I would guess. But yeah, I mean, my nutrition test is done. All my blood work came back good except for my vitamin D, which we're going to treat. And beyond that, we just wait for my surgery date. Thank you all so much for being so supportive. I've been just blown away by how kind everyone has been. And that really means a lot to me. I feel like so many of you really understand what my struggle has been like, because you've had your own struggle. And I just really appreciate that, and I really love this little community that we've kind of built. And I don't know, I just want to say thank you for coming alongside me on this journey. And I'm really excited to share it with y'all, and I'm really excited to get the ball rolling and to do this. So anyway, I'll wrap this up, but I will probably talk to y'all next whenever I hear back about my approval and my surgery date. If you have any recommendations for the pre-op period, 6 to 8 weeks out from your surgery, because that's what I'm going to guess I am, maybe as many as 12, but 6 to 12 weeks out from surgery right now, what are your recommendations? What did you do that you feel helped you be more successful, or that you feel maybe hindered your success a little bit that you would, offer as a cautionary tale, please feel free to share down below. Let me know the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.